I grew up in a Christian family, was raised in a church that we went to every week. We were very avid churchgoers every Sunday morning, Sunday school, vacation Bible school, baptized as an infant and did communion, and then got confirmed in high school, and it was an important thing. And then I didn't have a very close relationship with the Lord.
And a very loving family with my siblings and mom and dad, and went to church every weekend. I always felt like I believed in God, and but what happened for me is really my world was turned upside down when I was 12 years old and my dad got cancer, and he ended up passing away from cancer when I was 13, and for me that was really hard to understand why God would do that, and no one ever really told me the answers. So from that point on, if anyone asked, I went to church, I would have said I was a Christian, but I definitely wasn't walking with the Lord.
We moved to Medford together in 2009, and we were just engaged at the time. We had just been newly graduated from college, and I got a job teaching kindergarten here. So that's what brought us here. And Ryan and I both were originally from bigger towns, bigger cities, and so this was small for us. And we kind of thought, we'll just get some job experience and then move on. As soon as we walked into FBC, it felt different, and it felt like a place that we belonged. I just remember being struck by the worship. It was meaningful. I could feel like God was with us, and that was just an experience I had never had before. The lyrics, just being moved by the songs. And then during the messages, they used their Bibles. Like, I loved there's Bibles in every pew and accessible to anybody that's in church. Get your hands on a Bible. And not only are the Bibles there, but they get used. After our son was born in 2013, we got pregnant a few more times, 2 more times, and ended up losing those babies through miscarriage. And that was a hard time for us, both of us. We walked through those days differently, but it was something where, me specifically, it was really the first time that I had experienced like true, real, personal grief and loss. And I had to lean on the Lord because I felt like there was nothing else I could do. And that was the first real example in my life that I can point to and say, He was there. He held me. He walked with me. And I could just feel Him so close. I depended on Him all day, every day for a long time. I needed His word, and I needed to be with Him in prayer all the time. And it was by His grace that I was able to make it through that time. He surrounded me with love through family, through friends, and many of whom were part of the body in FBC. And they were also praying for me and encouraging me and lifting me up and sharing their stories of loss and that they've been through. And it was beautiful to see God work through it all, really. It's something that I had not experienced before, and I would have never chosen to go through, never would have wanted to. But somehow, in a time of suffering, I was just able to see God work in such a big way.
When everything's going good and there's no issues, it's easy to start thinking it's something you've done or to not be putting God first in your life. And sometimes those things, as hard as they are and as tragic as they are, they draw you back. And those moments have been really important to us to go back and remind ourselves about them too, to keep pressing on towards God even when everything seems good.